Welcome to the channel. Today we're taking a close look at Sonoff's only outdoor rated security camera, the Sonoff Cam Outdoors. Sonoff has a reputation of well-engineered hardware, especially their Zigbee coordinators and sensors. We've already been impressed by several of their indoor cameras, but not least how easily they are to integrate into Home Assistant. In this video, I'll show you what you get in the box, walk you through the key features, and then put the camera through its paces across a wide range of lighting conditions. I'll finish up with who this camera is for and real rundown of the pros and cons. So does the Sonoff Cam Outdoor live up to its indoor siblings and deliver the goods? Let's find out. What's in the box is exactly what you need to get up and running, minus the USB power supply. No clutter, no frills. The camera measures 61mm by 61mm by 98mm long, essentially a rectangular prism with a square 61mm footprint. On the front is a bright white LED ring that can be set to illuminate on motion and manually via an application or connected ecosystem. Within the ring sits the black square housing with the infrared LEDs. These are the visible type, so you'll notice these at night. Also, there is a pinhole microphone that does seem to be directional, so picks up best directly in front of the camera. And in the center is the camera lens itself. On the underneath of the unit is a small but powerful speaker that doubles as a siren. In front of this is a waterproof silicone cover that houses the microSD card. To the rear of the underneath section is where the mounting connects. This is the section of the camera that allows for the 180 degrees of movement. There is a small armature to allow for the movement range that connects to a pivot bore wall joint. This allows for easy mounting in most situations. Feature-wise, there is a lot to like here, especially at $29.99 US and a further 15% off with a discount code in the description. First up, you get 2K HD video that is crisp, detailed, and genuinely sharp. We'll show you just how sharp later in the video. This is a step up from the usual 1080p footage at this price range, and you can see it in the quality. The clarity isn't limited daylight only. With full color night vision, you can choose classic infrared or AI-assisted color night vision for a more natural and realistic picture after dark. The headline feature at this price is motorized pan, a full 180-degree sweep that delivers the ultra-wide field of view, so you're far less likely to miss anything at the edges. No other camera at this price point offers this feature with this clarity of vision. You also get smart tracking across the entire 180 degrees. Once motion enters the frame, the camera will then follow it, and an on-device AI human detection means it can identify people without offloading and processing the image in the cloud, something many brands reserve for a paid plan. Sometimes you don't want the whole of your field of view scanned, and instead want a camera that can monitor specific preset areas. Well, the Outdoor Cam has you covered, as it will scan to specific areas, record the motion, and then move on to the next. Hence your very own Sentry. If you want to talk to the person that the camera is viewing, then use the two-way real-time talk feature. Great for getting the kids' attention when they're playing in the backyard. Voice assistant support is built in for Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. And because the camera supports RTSP and OnViv, you can integrate it natively with Home Assistant. Check the card above for the walkthrough. And if you're deep into the Sonoff ecosystem, you can also use the eWeLink to trigger automations. For storage, choose local recordings via a microSD card up to 128GB, or opt for cloud storage if you prefer off-device backups. Just note that cloud requires subscription. The hardware is IP65 weather resistant and an operating temperature range from -20 to 50 degrees C, ready for whatever the weather throws at it. One word of caution, power is via the included 3-meter USB-A cable, and the camera requires a 5-volt 2-amp power adapter. A power adapter isn't supplied in the box, so you will need to bring one. Sonoff sells compatible adapters if you need a matching unit. Installation is super simple. I'll assume that you already have the eWeLink app installed and have an account. Press the plus icon in the top right hand corner and press the Add Device. Select your 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi SSID from the drop-down and enter your Wi-Fi password and press Next. Plug in your Sonoff Cam Outdoor. Your outdoor cam will be found. Select the Sonoff Cam B1P from the list and press the plus icon to the right. Now, if you are connected and integrated with another ecosystem, like I am with Amazon Alexa, then it should be found and added now. A green tick will appear next to the camera name, signifying that it has been connected. Press next. Rename and give it an area as needed. At this time, you can share your cameras with others and give them permission to control, view, and edit timers. You can even make this access permanent or temporary. Once finished, press next to accept the changes or the back arrow to back out of any changes. Then press done. You'll probably need to perform a firmware update if this is the first time of using. And you're done. It's literally that simple. Around 2 p.m. on a bright sunny day, the image is crisp and true to life. Colors are naturally rather than oversaturated, shadow areas retain detail, and highlights are kept in check without blowout. The zoom is very good, but remember, this is a 2K camera, not 8K, and it's a digital zoom and not optical, so it will suffer from pixelation. Let's run through some times of the day, then see how the light affects the quality. At 4 p.m. the light is low, but still good, so the picture quality, even on water, which is one of the hardest subject matters to photograph, is excellent. The pan track works well as it tracks me around the pool. At 8:06 the sun is below the horizon, and this is pure dusk light, which is probably the hardest light conditions. Most cameras would be extremely pixelated or have to switch to infrared by now. But the Sonoff continues to display color using its low light sensitivity. By 8:31, there is no natural light, and the Sonoff is relying on its LEDs for illumination. But you can still get amazing picture quality. This is a 10-meter pool, and you can clearly see the far end. So what do I think of the Sonoff Cam Outdoor? Well, first, it's very impressive for the price. Image quality is easily on par with cameras costing $100 plus. Its onboard AI human detection works very well, and its ability to pan and track subjects across the full 180 degrees of ultra-wide view makes it a compelling option. For me, one of the biggest wins is its native support of OnViv and RTSP. That makes integration with Alexa, Google Home, and Home Assistant a breeze. Yes, including Frigate. That said, the fact it's USB only might put some people off, and the lack of tilt might be a feature that you can't live without. Although I quickly figured out that I hardly ever use it. So for me, it's a thumbs up for this product. And as always, just check your user case beforehand to make sure the product is the best fit. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button, comment and share. And if you want to have access to similar material, then subscribe or maybe become a channel member and get early access to material plus other perks. And if you want to join other like-minded people, then why not join the Discord channel where smart home enthusiasts meet to solve each other's issues. And if I've helped you with a purchasing decision, then maybe a super thanks or a PayPal donation. It's really appreciated. Until the next one.